What are the obligations? I know what you're going to tell me. Salah, fasting Ramadan. I know, wallahi, I know. Fasting Ramadan. Zakah if I have money. Hajj if I can go. That's it. Wallah, this is very easy. Everything, there's no exceptions here. Everything Allah says do. That's an obligation. And listen to the next. And everything Allah says don't. You don't do it. Anything and everything Allah says do. Pray on time. Do. Pray 5 times a day. Do. That's do. Treat your parents with excellence. Do. Be perfect in your work. Do. Be patient. Do. These are all obligations. The list is not 5, and is not 6, and is not 10. Learn them. Because every minute I am exposed to an obligation. And don't. When he says don't, لا تجسسوا. When he says don't spy on each other. Phone, including your spouse or your children. Then when I do it, I disobeyed him major, by the way. When I say I'm dying and the phone in front of me, and I have doubts in me, whether the spouse is doing something that is not allowed, or the children, and it's in front of me, and I say, no, it's not pleasing to Allah, then you are in that path. And these are obligations. When Allah says don't backbite, when Allah says don't lie, when Allah says treat your parents with excellence, when Allah says don't steal, all these, and don't eat haram, all these are no's. So it's the no's and the yay. Do you think that will bring the love? Not yet. Not yet. Second is, وَلَا يَزَالُ عَبْدِي يَتَقَرَّبُ إِلَيَّ. And my servant continue this journey of getting closer to me. لا يزال, it's a fi'l mudara, is a form of a speech in the Arabic language. Means the current and the future. It's not a past sentence, it's a present sentence. In the Arabic language, when you use this form, it means something I'm going to do today and tomorrow. لا يزال, it's a process. It's not only today because I came to the lecture, now I learned, I'm going to go back home and I'm going to do everything. And tomorrow, khalas. No. Continue, which means I'm going to fail and I'm going to get up. And I'm going to ask Allah for forgiveness and I'm going to continue. Now you continue, now the love is coming. وَلَا يَزَالُ عَبْدِي يَتَقَرَّبُ إِلَيَّ بِالنَّوَافِلِ. You have to do the extra. Don't tell me it's sunnah. When I see women running after Maghrib, and I'm saying in masajid, I'm not talking about outside. And I say, why you're leaving? What about the 2 rak'at after Maghrib? She looks at me and says, sunnah. Then don't talk about love of Allah. Why don't you fast Monday and Thursday? And sometimes we work, and most of you who work, we don't have time to eat. I says, but it's not an obligation. This is how they tell me. But it's not Ramadan. I was like, wallahi, I know when is Ramadan. Then don't talk about love of Allah. It's not there. That's the hadith. And you continue, not do it what 1 or 2. Continue and different. As one of the scholars used to say, be a hunter of a good deed. There's a fundraising, you're the first one going. Somebody needs a pickup, you go and do it. Someone needs an advice, you do it. Somebody sends you an email for a question, you don't know how to answer. So just a second, I'm going to link you with somebody. That's all good deeds. وَلَا يَزَالُ عَبْدِي يَتَقَرَّبُ إِلَيَّ. You're going to continue doing this morning to evening, day and night. Now comes the moment. حَتَّى أُحِبُّهَا. Then Allah will loves you. What is the sign Allah loves you? And I really, when people tell me, I know Allah loves me, I was like, please tell me. How do you know? Wallah, if I know Allah loves me, I want to go back before He changes His mind. Subhanah. حَتَّى أُحِبُّهُ. Now look at the signs when Allah loves you. Nothing to do with dunya. Nothing to do with money. Nothing to do with degree. Nothing to do with beauty. Nothing to do with status. This is in the sight of Allah is 0. فَإِذَا أَحْبَبْتُهُ. When I love him or her. And this is one of the dua, you have to do it for yourself. And remind me, just to teach you the dua at the end. فَإِذَا أَحْبَبْتُهُ كُنْتُ سَمْعَهُ الَّذِي يَسْمَعُ بِهِ. I become his hearings. وبصره الذي يبصر به, and I become his eyesight. ويده التي يبطش بها, and the hand that he uses. And another narration, ورجله التي يمشي بها, and the foot or the feet that he walks with. Now the sign. وَلَئِنْ سَأَلَنِي لَأَعْطِيَنَّهُ. When he or she asks me, I'll give it to her.